Good day. This presentation is brought to you by BCom Taxation Honours students from the University of Pretoria. We will be diving into the details of what provisional tax is and how it can affect you as a taxpayer. My name is Jody, and my colleagues presenting with me today are Rainey and Tiffany. So what is provisional tax? There are two types of advancements of tax, one being employees' tax and the other being provisional tax. Provisional tax is paying some of your income tax in advance during the year. It is usually paid in 2 or sometimes 3 separate payments during the year. It is important to note that paying provisional tax is not a separate tax in addition to your income tax, but it is just merely a prepayment of your income tax in order to assist you in managing your cash flow situation during the year. Who is liable to pay provisional tax? All individuals, companies, as well as individuals trading in their own name are liable to pay provisional tax. If you have sources of income other than your salary, for example, any rental income earned from a property you are renting out, or interest income, you are liable for provisional tax. Remember, you are able to exempt interest income if it is less than 23,800 Rand for those under the age of 65, or if it is less than 34,500 Rand if you are over the age of 65. A provisional tax return can be submitted via e-filing, via the post, or by visiting your nearest SARS branch.
Thank you, Jody. So, when should you pay provisional tax? In the case of individuals or sole proprietors, which is most likely your case, the first payment, which is a compulsory payment, should be within 6 months of the commencement of the year of assessment. The year of assessment commences on the 1st of March 2021 for individuals and sole proprietors. As can be seen in the table above, 6 months after that would be the 31st of August. The second payment, which is also a compulsory payment, would be done 6 months after that, which would be on the 28th of February 2022. The third payment, which is merely a voluntary payment, is to reduce interest. If you might not trade as an individual and you trade as a company, your payment would be due 6 months after the end of the year of assessment. So if your year of assessment ends on the 31st of December 2021, the payment would be due by the 30th of June 2022. This is an example of what an IRP6 form looks like and can be found on SARS e-filing website. The red blocks indicate areas that need to be completed. I will now hand over to my colleague Tiffany, which will give you more information regarding this.
So just to follow up on what Rini just said, all the blocks that are outlined in red on the form are requirements that need to be filled out, namely the turnover, estimate of taxable income, as well as the declaration. You also need to make sure not to underestimate your turnover or estimate of taxable income, as SARS can impose severe penalties. The SARS e-filing website will calculate your tax for you once this information is filled in. It is also important to take note of the following penalties. You have a paragraph 27 late payment penalty, which is calculated as 10% of the unpaid amount. You also have a paragraph 20 underestimate or underpayment penalty, and the underpayment penalty is only on second payment. Also, the two blocks that are above is a calculation of the paragraph 21A penalty. On the left-hand side, you have the calculation in the case that your taxable income exceeds 1 million, and on the right-hand side, you have a calculation in the case that your taxable income is less than or equal to 1 million. And then I'm going to hand it over back to Rini.
Okay, so how to make a submission. Once you have requested an IRP6, you must make a submission to pay your provisional tax to SARS. This can be done in one of three ways. Firstly, payment can be done online via the SARS e-filing website after completing the IRP6 form. It is just important to note that you should be registered on e-filing and have received a tax number to follow this route, but another group will give you more clarity in this regard. Secondly, you can make a payment via EFT or you can make a payment at your bank branch. SARS is a public beneficiary and usually listed on banking platforms, so this shouldn't be too difficult to achieve. Thirdly, you can visit a SARS branch physically and pay the amount due at the branch. If you have any questions, as you can see on this slide, SARS contact details are below. You can either call the contact center, which operates between 8 and 5 daily, excluding weekends and public holidays, or you can visit SARS e-filing and send them a query. I hope you guys enjoyed our presentation and we will be happy to help should you have any questions. Thank you.